what's going on? It's your boy Big John from Big John's Bully House. I had a lot of questions from the previous videos I've been posting. I've had a lot of people disagree with the things that I do with my American bullies. I had people tell me that my dogs are not American bullies. I had people that tell me my breedings, I shouldn't breed the dogs that I breed, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and address all of this now. I breed the style of dog that I breed because when I first came into it, I wanted a dog with a big head, big shoulders, big neck, undeniable and unmatchable. I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. I didn't want to have what everybody else had. I didn't want to breed to the dogs that everyone else was breeding to. Simple fucking facts right here. You do what everybody else is doing, the same breedings, the same type of dogs, whatever, same style, you are going to be a person that gets lost in a crowd. Nobody will ever see you, nobody will ever notice you. You breed and not afraid to be outside, to go outside the box, breed outside the box, and think outside the box, and stand on your own 2 feet. You will be noticed by everybody. Now, for the point of, or I guess the fact of the matter of my dogs doing what they do. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that we breed differently. We don't breed based off pedigree. We don't breed based off color. We don't breed because some big kennel out here has some big name dog and we're going to run to it. We don't breed like that. We breed overall dogs. We breed for a certain look that we want and we've always had. We breed for a certain consistency, certain traits, not blood, pedigree, or color. And been very successful at it. Now, when I first got into the American Bullies, no, man, everything was trial and error. Like anything else you do in life, trial and error. I had American Bullies that were supposed to, or not American Bullies, but I had dogs that were supposed to be American Bullies, turned out to be pit bulls, just had American Bully pedigrees, and we'll touch on that in a few minutes. I had dogs, man, I've had dogs forever. A buddy of mine just recently asked, hey man, I want a dog, I want a big dog, I want a dog that's 100 plus pounds, 150 pounds. Okay, I don't have that here. But I tell you what, man, I'll put you in tune with somebody that I know very well that does have dogs that size and what you're looking for. So I put him in tune with Red Lion. Now, if I don't have something that you're looking for, I'm going to put you in tune with somebody that I know does good business. And it's going to take care of you and get you exactly what you want. Now, going back to, the way I do the things over here at my camp and shit. I hunt my dogs. Here's why. I've been through the show rings. I've been through the political bullshit. I've seen what happens in the show rings. I see what happens outside the show rings. I see all of that. And this ain't all show rings, you know what I'm saying? So anybody and everybody, don't take it like that. This is just the shit that I've been through personally. Savage. Great quality, great structure, great rounded dog, period. I've had him lose to a pit bull with no nuts. I've been told my dog was getting a second place ribbon because he was 3 pounds underweight. Now mind you, there was no fucking scale here. We didn't weigh the dogs before the show ring. None of that. This is just what was told to me by judges. 3 judges, actually, the same day because I was at a quad show. 3 pounds underweight. I didn't know we was going off of weight. I thought we was just going off overall dog. If I would have known we was going off weight, I would have fed my dog before I got to the show. Would have made it appear he had that extra 3 pounds. Now, I started doing things differently. Okay. Show ring. Not going to make a name for myself in the show ring. Obviously, that's been shown to me and proven to me. Let me show you what else that I know how to do. And let me show you how I train my dogs to do it. Now, my dogs hunt. My dogs catch coons. My dogs do what they're told to do and trained to do. Now, a lot of people say, oh, them ain't American bullies. Real American bullies don't do that shit. Nah, let me stop you there. Your American bullies don't do this shit. My dogs do this all day, every day. That's what they were trained to do. Now, if you're mistaking my dogs for what people consider exotics or micros or whatever the case is, man, this ain't no shot at no micro breeders or exotic breeders. Personally, I don't care what you breed or what you have because it ain't in my yard. So I don't give a shit about it. You want to be an exotic breeder, man? Good for you. Go for it. Do it. Hope it works out for you. You want to breed micros, man? Go for it. Breed them. I hope it works out for you. I don't care what you have, what you breed. I don't down nobody. I don't disrespect nobody. So I don't expect nobody to come at me and disrespect me for the things that I do. My dogs can all run, jump, play, swim, and hunt. If I want a tabletop dog, go buy a statue. If I want a Merle dog, I'll go buy a Catahoula or an Alpha Blue Bulldog. If I want an English Bulldog, I'll go to Outlaw Kennels in Chicago. Got some of the best English Bulldogs around. If I want a Frenchie, I'll go to Outlaw Kennels in Chicago. Some of the best Frenchies around. I want some of the best Razor's Edge blood. I will go to Dayton Bodine from Illinois Kennels. Not because he's my brother, not because he's my close friend, but because the man has proven himself over the years of what he does and what he produces. If I want a big dog, big, huge monster dog, man, 100 plus pounds, man, I'll go see Red Lion. If I want something that looks exotic, I'll go see Jamie Sweet, the founder and the creator of the Shorty Bull Breeder. You know, that's what I'll do if I want them style of dogs, them types of dogs, and them things. And again, this is no shot at nobody, man. If it was a shot at anybody, I wouldn't be putting nobody's name in my video to send you to them and tell you who they were and where they're located and what they breed. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're hurting the breed, you're hurting the breed. Let me stop you there. You have no idea how much I've done for this breed. This ain't no glorified, hey, rah, rah, me. This is just me stating facts. I took Hooch and I started producing dogs that were identical to Hooch. And I mean identical, not color identical. Identical. Looked identical to him. Face, body, everything. Identical to him. Clones, real clones. No matter what I bred him to, he produced it. And still can to this day. Hooch, even though he has a knuckle in his left foot, he does not throw it, he does not produce it. It's not hereditary. Again, facts. Hooch was my overall dog I was going for. Although, yes, he did have a flaw. He doesn't throw flaws. He doesn't throw that flaw. Now, you might get a high rear. That's a given. These are American bullies. You might get an underbite in one of these litters. That's a given. These are American bullies. Now, if you have a flaw, you mark the dog down in price and let people know this is why this dog is at this price. But for somebody to come at me and tell me that I'm doing something wrong, tell me what's right. Tell me what makes an American bully. What, because it runs around a show ring? And it's involved in a beauty pageant? And you get a first place ribbon and all of a sudden you think you got the best dog in the world. Nah, bro. Nah, man. You got the best dog that showed up that day in that city or in that state. You ain't got the best dog in the world. Don't let that ribbon get to your head. Don't let that trophy go to your head. You might have had the best dog that walked up in that building, but I guarantee and I promise you I can pull out 10 dogs that ain't even out of my yard that'll beat your dog any day of the week, any given day of the week. You just had the best dog that showed up. this is why I do the things that I do. I teach my sons, just like I was taught by my father, how to live off the land, how to trap and hunt for what you need, and take care of your family, take care of yourself. I'm not saying everybody should have to do this and everybody has to do this. That's not what I'm saying. This is how we do things here, where we're at, and where I'm from. I go by the old rules, man, that I was taught a long time ago by the old heads. Imagine a world where money had little to no value. What are you gonna do? It'll make you think a lot about things, and it'll make you think differently about a lot of things. So that's when I started doing the things that I was doing. Now, as for the remark I made earlier about the pit bull dog with the American Bully pedigree, this is a continuing factor in a lot of dogs. Just because that dog's pedigree says American Bully does not make your dog an American Bully. If that dog doesn't have the looks of an American Bully, it's just simply not an American Bully, period. And that's the same with exotics and micros and whatever the fuck else you got. If that dog doesn't look anything like an American Bully or an exotic or whatever, man, I've seen American Bullies supposed to be, well, let's put it this way. I've seen pit bulls with American Bully pedigrees. I've seen American Bullies with exotic pedigrees, and I've seen exotics with American Bully pedigrees. Let's put it like that. Your dog doesn't meet that standard in overall look, then you don't have an American Bully. Go to a show, the judge never once asks you to say, leave your dog in the crate and give me his paperwork and let me read his pedigree or her pedigree. No, they're looking at the overall dog. Not worried about your pedigree and your paperwork. They're looking at your dog to see if your dog best fits that standard of dog and breed. Again, you know, and I've stated this already, if you do not like what I do, you do not agree with what I do, you do not like my dogs or myself or the way that I am, unsubscribe from me, unfollow me, don't watch my videos, don't click on my videos. It makes no difference to me, because I was here way before YouTube, and I'll be here way after YouTube. So, I never needed the social media before. I just enjoy posting my dogs so people can see what we do with our dogs. If you like what I have, then you like what I have. You don't, you don't. I post puppies. You want to buy a puppy, you buy a puppy. You don't want to buy a puppy, you don't buy a puppy. It's that simple. I don't make a living off my dogs. I haven't had a successful litter in over 2 years. I haven't made a dime. But I still have every single one of my dogs. So, I enjoy my dogs. I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I love my dogs. But I figure I'll go ahead and make a video, man. Touch on some things. And if you think, you know, you can breed any dog together and create some magnificent thing, I hope you do a lot more research. I hope you don't try to get into dogs because you think you're going to get rich, because you're not going to get rich. You're going to actually go broke. You're going to go broke, you're going to go through heartache and pain. You might make decent money off of a litter here and there, but if you're not putting that money back into your programming, into your dogs and your kennels, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, man. You shouldn't be out here selling dogs, flaunting off your jewelry, your clothes, and your cars, and your shoes. You should be flaunting off the facility you got your dogs in, and how huge shout out to all the subscribers, new and old, all the likes, shares, comments, followers, all the love that we get and continue to get. For the ones that rock with us, man, and rock with us 100%, we love y'all. For the ones that are still new and don't know what we're really about, man, stick around. You might learn something, you know, we might be able to show you something. Biggest thing you learn about us is we're not like everybody else, and we don't want to be. We're not scared to be different, and we stand alone on a lot of things that we do. I mean, shit, tell me how many other bully breeders you've seen use kitty litter with their puppies. Tell me how many other bully breeders you see out here actually hunting with their dogs. But as always, man, take care. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all.